Big screens on a phone are great, but there are a lot of people out there who just want a normal sized phone and don't care for phablets. Well, here's a normal sized phone squeezing top specs into a regular sized form factor with almost zero compromises. So the Z1 Compact is a premium and powerful smartphone that's essentially a scaled down model of the 5-inch Xperia Z1, but at 9.5mm it's just a little fatter. Now in true Sony style, it's solidly built with a glass rear panel and subtle Sony styling and has the same waterproof rating as the Z1, so it can handle a few raindrops or a dunk in up to 1 metre of the wet stuff for up to half an hour. Small-handed users will be pleased to know the Z1 Compact is more than manageable one-handed, no thumb stretches or finger gymnastics required here, and at 137 grams, it's nice and light too. Now, as mentioned earlier, there's almost zero compromises, but there is one big point of difference. So it's got a 4.3-inch 720p screen rather than 1080p HD goodness. So text doesn't look quite as pin sharp as it does on full HD phones, and there is a slight but noticeable lack of detail when viewing high-res photos or 1080p movies. But it's a brilliantly crisp screen that makes apps, web pages and snaps look fantastic. And unlike bigger Sony phones, the Z1 Compact has an IPS screen, so viewing angles are vastly improved and the picture doesn't suffer too much when laid on a desk or caught from the side. And when it comes to performance, Sony's gone and stuck Qualcomm's Snapdragon 800 CPU, or the most powerful chip on the planet, into its petite phone, something no other company has dared to do. So it more than delivers, skipping around the web, zipping over Google Maps' satellite view and steaming through the likes of Real Racing 3. There's no slowdown around Sony's grown-up skin either. Downloads are swift and it can play 1080p video smoothly if you want to go full HD. The only bit of lag we noticed during testing was scrolling through apps on Google Play. So not only does the Z1 Compact have the same processor and RAM as its bigger brother, the Z1, it's also got 4G and NFC, plus you can expand its built-in storage by up to 64GB via microSD. And the Z1 Compact continues to impress by packing exactly the same 20.7 megapixel rear camera as the Z1, so you can expect an easy-to-use interface, killer superior auto mode, and a serious amount of settings and effects. Stills are nicely balanced and detailed, and it does a fine job of handling tricky light too, exposing correctly most of the time. And whether you're zooming at distance or taking macro shots, the Z1 Compact is very impressive in use. Now, mini superphones are often let down in the battery department, but we're pleased to announce the Z1 Compact massively outperformed the One Mini in our 720p video rundown test, lasting 8 hours and 50 minutes compared to the HTC, which managed just over 6 hours. And thanks to Sony's stamina mode that shuts down data for most applications when the screen is off, the battery will go even further still. So the Z1 Compact doesn't have one standout feature, it has standout features to spare: waterproofing, that killer battery life, and slick performance. And while super-sized smartphones are great for watching HD movies and using creative apps, a smaller smartphone screen is much more manageable for a lot of people. At £450, it's not cheap, but the Z1 Compact delivers impressive specs in a regular-sized smartphone, which begs the question, why the heck has this taken so long? Here at Stuff, we care about you guys just as much as all the newfangled tech that winds up on our desks. So we'd love to hear what you think. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and Google+. And of course, for your daily tech fix, make sure you visit our website, stuff.tv, for the latest and coolest gadget news and reviews. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe. Tell your friends.